Cansado daquele atacante que só perde gols? Reforce seu time comprando coins de maneira rápida e segura, sem risco de banimento. Cobrimos qualquer oferta do mercado. Chame agora mesmo no link da descrição.
Just seen in our first round, it's going to give him a lot of confidence. And that's crazy to think that Jafonso came in as a big favourite to top the group, and now after 2 games it could all change, which is the mad thing about this format.
You can see FACUCOWEN so far 18th in the world coming into week 5 of the FC Pro Open. Those rankings always twisting and changing every couple of weeks. On the other side of the stage, you see STINGRAY, 1-4, lost 2. He's not had a lot of possession, but he has put up 21 goals. 6 of them came, as Pi said, against Nixeb with a 6-2 victory. Talk about confidence, talk about momentum. He's the form player right now on that stage.
Yeah, massively, and he's going to be thinking here, looking at the results from the last round with Jafonso getting that draw, hey, I can go top, and that is a massive, massive motivator. I don't know if anybody in the Twitch chat is waiting on some Bino Gittins upgrades. They'll be eagerly watching here. Also, I've got to say, I did read a message, Richard, that made me chuckle quite considerably. Some gentleman in the chat posted that he'd done the Mystery Nation challenge with Indonesian players and they should buy before they're extinct. So this is not financial advice, but I would like to let the Twitch chat know that Indonesia isn't the Mystery Nation. So just be careful that who you're listening to in the Twitch chat. Some
Not
people,
everyone tells the truth.
Yeah, no, some people are trying to sell some fake nations, I think.
Last time these two met, obviously week 1, game 1 of the Pro Open. STINGRAY with a victory, plenty of goals in that game. 5-4 was the winning margin. We mentioned those other games taking place right now. The leader of this group, Jafonso, taking on Nixeb, who needs points if he wants to get into that top 3, and the battle at the bottom between Mark 11 and Sharif. But both will have a lot of confidence coming out of that first game with wins on another day, both going their way, just as FACUCOWEN is. And we've seen Neymar, he has been electric today.
Yeah, goals all over the shop from him. And the thing is, I know obviously I'm not Ryan and I'm not giving some pro analysis, but from the 9-win perspective there, look at that, I love that from McManaman. I like to see some heart. It might not be the cleanest ever, but I like him fighting for that ball. It's what I want my players to do. That
near post finish becoming more and more prevalent, and speaking to a few of the pro players as well, especially with precision shooting on, you can angle it at a way that the keeper just can't get it at the near post. Have you tried precision?
No, I haven't. You're a beast at this game, have you?
I have, and I have to say, on finesses and travellas, it makes the shot so much better. Inside the box, sometimes I'll let myself slip, but I do think if you can get used to it, it makes a big difference, and you will feel an improvement.
Yeah.
You see that table as it stands right now. 14 points is Jafonso leading the way. Nixeb comes forward with a finesse shot.
Ring timed as well.
Just edged back with that goalkeeper movement to cover the angle.
For anybody in the chat as well, waiting on the Mystery Nation, some hints we've had so far, so we're looking for red and white in the flag, and not from South America.
1-0, Mark 11 opens up the scoring. Sharif with a puzzled look on his face.
He feels every goal, that man, doesn't he?
He lives and breathes it.
Yeah, and I love that. Neymar again here.
The players, you can tell when the pros have found an item that they really, really like, because the movement, the twisting, the turning, the agility is just a different level. As FACUCOWEN rattles the crossbar, could be 2-0. He has hit STINGRAY early here in the opening 10 minutes.
Unexpected, I would say, as well, especially considering what we've seen in the first game. And he's all over him. He's on the attack again here. Is that Hudson-Odoi?
It certainly is. Theo Hernandez linking up with Vinny Jr. Now Hudson-Odoi, Xavi around the corner to Neymar!
That's a beautiful goal. That is an absolutely beautiful goal.
Who doubles FACUCOWEN's lead. Just trying to catch what STINGRAY was saying there. Neymar with the second. These pro players, they love Neymar, they love Vinny Jr. Who's your go-to player?
Do you know what? It's a real tough one, because actually I've been using a lot of my Plymouth Evolution players.
Okay.
But I think for me, yeah, Player of the Month, Vinny Jr., solid, great item. And the one thing I've been trying to learn this year is the roles, and I've been trying to get my game. I got 9 wins, which I was quite proud of, actually.
I'll be honest, that's probably better than a lot of the people in the chat.
Well, I'm not entirely sure about that, but one thing that I certainly found improved was playing players in their role ++. So if you play him at left mid, he's got, I think it's inside forward ++, and it makes a massive difference on the way he plays. It's the same for Richarlison. I've actually got the Player of the Month item, and having him on Poacher ++, his attacking runs insane.
We'll have a look at that table. FACUCOWEN with a win as it currently stands, puts him on 10 points, puts him into third on goal difference. And if Nixner was to beat Jafonso here, this table will take a real turn. Let us know in the chat as well, who's your favourite in-game item that you've used this year? Who's your standout player? Who's the one getting you those 35 points in Rivals, getting you those big wins in FUT Champions?
Someone actually pointed out, yeah, I did mean to say Richarlison player of the month. The Richarlison I was meant to say was the one from Champions. I think you had to like play a set. Unfortunately, I wasn't good enough to get the João Felix, but I got Richarlison. I put him in an evolution, but he's got 99, I think, attack positioning with a hunter, and on Poacher Plus, his movement is
right place, right time.
It's glorious. And yes, I'm a bit biased, but
do you do the Pidgey celebration in real life?
I do actually, yeah, and I've got the Vardy.
Cansado daquele atacante que só perde gols? Reforce seu time comprando coins de maneira rápida e segura, sem risco de banimento. Cobrimos qualquer oferta do mercado. Chame agora mesmo no link da descrição.
The Vardy dance on as well.
You can see some.
France has been a guest. Now, it does have red and white in the flag, but I'm going to tell you that I'm going to give a big clue, because we're on game 2.
Okay. It's only 2 of 5, though. Don't give it too big.
I'm just going to say it's not European. Okay?
Wow. Okay. So that would leave out Ademi. Sorry for that, mate. Romania.
Yeah, well, Romania doesn't have white and red in the flag either, so we might be a little bit away, unfortunately, there.
Indonesia or defo.
Mate, what is it with Indonesia?
I'm going to go out on a limb.
Are Indonesian players extinct? Someone's trying to pedal.
I'm going to tell
something.
you, it's not Indonesia. Rock Chalk, 1991. Holland, Netherlands. Not heard. Not hard. He said, had someone said Marlon.
Oh, that's someone I don't like to play against.
Okay.
Oh, the season pass Marlon.
We got one there from Rail Mab. Japan or Peru. We'll give you more clues throughout today. We'll keep you updated. There'll be a few big clues coming soon, so keep your eyes peeled, keep locked, and while you try and guess that Mission Nation, enjoy some of the best FC players on the planet trying to battle it out to get into the top 3 to guarantee a spot into the latter rounds of your FC Pro Open 25. There's a pause cued there by Stingray, 25 on the clock. It's been all FACUCOWEN in the opening stages of this game.
It's a good ball, unlucky there from Teo. It's probably not a coincidence. I actually got my best Champions result after coming here, so I picked up a few little tips. They helped. They did help. Oh, we've got the pro advice. Come on in. I can't do what you do, Ryan.
Do you do any player locks, Pi?
No,
Ryan was just talking us through it.
No, it's too much for me, mate. I'm learning incisive and ping passing and the roles. That one little bit at a time is enough for me, you know. I think player lock would break my brain.
I've been listening.
We got plenty of R3s for you to go back and have a look at.
You're gonna have to teach me. I think it'd break my brain, Ryan.
Do you know what? One thing I'm tapped into what you said. Your best champs record. What was it?
9.
You know what?
I said that's better than
that's
60%.
Not that bad.
60%.
And I tell you what,
that's
right,
not that bad.
In the men, it was an 11 that I threw.
Yeah,
I threw.
a couple pen losses.
Yeah,
that's what everyone says.
I lost 2 on pens, and I had the winning pen. I had 2 on
Can
pens.
we lock in? Because FACUCOWEN's about to go 3-0 up.
Honestly,
it's a pause.
It's the mentals I can't deal with. I think if I could get over that, I've got a 10 or 11 in me. I reckon maybe one day.
That pause coming in, Stingray was clearly aggravated, annoyed, all words to describe it on the stage.
Big chance here. We've actually got a 0-0 at 36 minutes.
Talking about Mark, you obviously just saw that result.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking not to get the win there. He's found himself winning at the moment. Really good resolve. For me, if you're playing in that scenario, I mean, I've seen you do it when you concede a bad goal like that.
Head's gone.
You've got 4 games to play in front of you.
You have to bounce back.
You're struggling.
The different thing is, if you're playing badly and that happens against you, end up losing the game. I think it's even worse. I said that he can take solace from it just because of how well he played.
Could you not say week 1 he played well?
In some games, yeah.
He didn't play terribly.
In the first game, I think for that game against Sharif, I think he should have won that game. I think that sort of set the tone for the rest of the tournament. But his goal against Sharif in this game was incredible.
Well, here we go. Mark 11 with just under 8 minutes left to play here in the first half.
Got a question for you boys, actually. The Mystery Nation does a very nice specialty food. Do you like it?
I do.
Oh,
I'll dabble.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat it. For anyone that knows me in the chat,
it wouldn't be my first choice.
Yeah, but you'd give it a... Yeah. There's another little tip for you, chat. They've got a specialty food.
Let's have a look at this. FACUCOWEN with Neymar hits the crossbar, but Steve McManaman first to it, follows in.
So Stingray in the background. I think he expected the ball to bounce back. FACUCOWEN is flying in that game.
He is.
3-0 is a...
Again, a player that I don't think's played poorly in any of his games.
We spoke about this. We watched
been entertaining to watch.
Genuinely, I was surprised at how good going forward he was. He was incredible last time. It's just that defensively...
There were holes.
Yeah, I think that's saying it at the least. He had a lot of weak points in his game, but...
Let's have a look at this table. Jafonzo, as it stands, 14 points. Sharif will be on 5 with only 9 left to play, so he's not out of possibility, but there'll be a huge goal swing if he wants to even try and get into first.
Goodness.
That table, maybe a couple of seconds out of date, because Jafonzo has just slapped it in the top bins.
I was just about to say, if Nixneb could win this game...
Oh, it makes it tight.
It makes it mixy, the top 4 there.
That's bad for me as well. I boxed like Chamberlain before this, so...
Yeah, you're in trouble.
I'm blaming Richard for that one.
You're about 7 weeks too late. If you'd have got in week 1...
Week 1, I would say...
There were coins to be made, Pi.
Listen, I was investing on stream.
I
was shameless
of it.
I've wasted the Insigne profits. It's crazy. This group is absolute carnage, isn't it? Especially with the top 3 being the 3 that qualify. And Mark here, if he can hold on... It's madness. It's absolute madness. Nixneb now losing as well.
If you finish top, something we've not really spoke about, guaranteed 25k.
Oh, and the money as well.
From this tournament, because you're finishing guaranteed top 8. You're going straight into the quarterfinals. You're missing that first round of knockout games as well, which could be really, really competitive. Stingray does get one back. It is R9 at the near post. We'll keep our eyes locked on that game, as a couple of the other matches are currently in half times. But as we were saying, if you finish top, it sets you up for the rest of the season so well. And you win one more game, you win the quarterfinal game, you're back at the Pro Open next year.
Exactly.
And it gives Jafonzo that goal a little bit of daylight, Pi, at the top.
Yeah, which, especially considering the first game, which I think he would have expected to have won. Playing Mark 11.
Cansado daquele atacante que só perde gols? Reforce seu time comprando coins de maneira rápida e segura, sem risco de banimento. Cobrimos qualquer oferta do mercado. Chame agora mesmo no link da descrição.
And I think we all expected him to win, even though obviously I want to see Mark do well, but it's that gap now. 4 points it stands from 2nd to 5th, and we've only played 2 games. Obviously it's as it stands.
What I was going to point out, as you mentioned, the gap between 5th and 6th.
Oh, the 5th, yeah.
As well. Sharif's, for me, he's out of the running after this game.
If he loses it.
Oh, great play there. Oh, he's got him. I think that's good keeper movement, but I'm surprised he didn't finish that.
Yeah, I thought he was going to score that, definitely, from FACUCOWEN.
Stingray struggling.
Yeah, just about managed to get possession back for Stingray, but I was looking at the gap there for Jafonzo if he wins this game. 7 points between him and 4th, so it will guarantee a spot into at least the knockout stages.
Whipped in, R9 with the header.
You've got to want him to bury that, Ryan, have you not, for your coins?
Yeah, absolutely. I said R9 would be the MVP. Right now, it's not. It's a bad shout. Right now. It's Neymar for sure.
When I was watching that first game with Mark, when Mark 11 got Neymar on the ball, I was getting throwbacks to.
He was dancing.
To him, 2023 in Riyadh, just moving and grooving.
Unbelievable.
The left stick, the right stick skill moves, the cancels, it was really, really impressive watching him with the players.
Cuts at a toy, a card I wasn't expecting to see.
Hold the phone. We talk about Mark 11. Sharif counting him out at the bottom of the table, but CR7 has put it in.
He's been getting goals for Sharif today. That's a big goal, Pi.
It's heartbreak.
Still a long way to go.
And not that I'm biased at all, because, you know, I want everyone to do well, but...
I'll be honest, a draw does no favours for either of them. I think 3 points is needed. Draw just...
I think whoever loses that is...
I think you're done.
Yeah.
We're getting to the point as well, you mentioned draws do no one favours, where you, in this situation, say Stingray comes back and gets a 3-3 draw. or even Mark and Sharif, for example, they draw that game.
Yeah.
You have to try and win it.
100%.
You can't just result with a draw, because 1 point, the single point, just isn't enough. As goalkeeper straight through his legs.
It's a big goal.
It's Fede Valverde with the power shot. Keeper expected to do better.
It's a difficult one. We'll take a look at it again. It was a power shot from the free kick, the build-up there. Valverde.
It's gone through it.
Maybe
Snap's not happy.
Maybe the footwork play style might be needed there.
Get David De Gea in.
Yeah. But Jafonso against Nixon first time out was a rout. It was a dominant performance. It's taken a while for him to kick into gear to get the goals. But for Nixon, if you remember week 1, wasn't it 2 losses as well at the start? And then he got...
Then he bounced back, got a couple of wins.
3 on the bounce, I think.
He did, yeah. Oh, he's not got any points today. He's on 9, and that's the table as it stands right now. Jafonso, 16 points, 9 left to play for. Stingray in second on 12. FACUCOWEN with a win puts him in contention. Nixneb on 9. Sharif and Mark, 6 points apiece. They're 4 points behind FACUCOWEN, with Sharif already played FACUCOWEN. You don't remember that. So neither of them two are going to take points off each other, and just peak that goal difference. -1, 0, -4, -4, -5.
Big chance here, big chance.
Theo Hernandez, it's red time.
Some really good keeper movement there.
Bluffed it.
It's red time.
It's one of them ones where you're caught in two minds. You think the Trivela is so obvious, you don't want to do it, but then you're stuck there thinking, what do I do instead? Do I try and pass it, try and go around the keeper?
Yeah, you almost had too much time to think.
Yeah, way too much time to think, and I think for Nixon, that's a chance that, I'll be honest, you have to score. Against somebody like Jafonso, who you know you get punished if you don't, you need to score that. And
you know that's where I lack any ability, Ryan, is the mentals in that scenario. If I miss that opportunity, I'm then almost broken that I could have got back into the game.
Let's jump in here. 30 minutes left to play. 2/3 completed in this game. A must-win game.
Yeah, for either, I think either. Draw's a terrible result, isn't it?
It does nothing for them.
And it's great for the rest of the group if they draw.
It's different if, let's say, it was Sharif up against Stingray or Jafonso. A draw's okay. You can't. These two are fighting for the spot to.
You have
the
to
chance
beat
to get a spot.
Your nearest competitors.
100%. 3 points is necessary for both players. So, as the clock ticks on, if the scoreline remains the same, I'd be interested to see the approach from both players.
Would you start team pressing now, or is it a little bit too early?
I wouldn't
too early.
I don't know if I'd team press even from the 80th minute. I would just I'd try and be a bit more aggressive. Yeah, I'd make some subs trying to just make sure that I keep calm and composed and try and just break the deadlock.
Are you sort of changing around the depth and things like that, or is it?
If I'm losing,
subtle?
Subtle differences, but I think you can make the differences with the way you press in game.
Yeah, it's almost the changes that you're making yourself. You're sprinting quicker into players.
Exactly.
You're right stick switching.
Way more aggressive.
Hammering your opponent, just as Jafonso is.
Daylight, clear daylight in that game now.
3-0 up now against Nixted. Rafael Leao here for Mark 11. Back to Xavi. First time into Neymar. The first touch plus being activated. Vitinha looking for the dink over the top, but Theo Hernandez stands up strong to it, and Sharif will bring his players the other way. With the system that Sharif's playing, with that 4-2-1-3, it's just attack. You get the ball and you get it forward as quick as possible. Two defensive midfielders, you soak up pressure. Just jockey trying to cut the passing lanes. That's a great ball. Leao's going to nod it into a dangerous area, but Hierro in the right place at the right time to clear the danger. Stingray's not out of this one, and look at that time as well.
Big goal.
So much time.
Yeah, rare to see a ball roll being used as much this year.
This year you never see that.
Yeah, that is rare. I mean, you did say as well, didn't you, Richard, that you expected Sharif to get goals against someone. You were expecting that kind of, the way he's playing to provide. This is a big 20 minutes now, though, isn't it? This is huge. He's been scoring goals, but he just can't keep it closed at the back. Very, very leaky defence at the moment, as Mark just knocking this ball around. He's waiting for his danger players to get into position. Vinny Jr. lining up with the finesse, takes the finesse, but a good block at the back. And that's that live table with the scores currently as they are. Nick Sneb's goal difference is taking a little bit of a hit at the moment, which could
he has to be careful.
Huge factor. Yeah,
I said at the start of the stream, hold that thought, actually, there's a goal back for Nick Sneb. With Neymar, he's going to look for a finesse. Look at the dribbling here. Manages to keep close control, step over, shot across goal, Green.
Great dribbling.
Just pay attention to the bottom right corner. It's a diving header from Rafael Leao. He's flicked it over the bar. He's creating, is Sharif. Liao driving, CR7!
Oh, that's massive. That's a huge goal. That is a huge goal.
Nothing Courtois can do about it. I think he got a hand to it as well, the Belgian.
Wow.
He is in Mark's bad books at the moment. And Sharif, from the corner, gets himself back into this lead.
Yeah, that's a painful one for Mark. He knows that, again, when you're playing like in these tournaments, when it's a group stage, no matter how hard you try, you're still going to be thinking about the previous game.
100%.
I'm telling you, right? He's going to still be thinking, this could be so different. My mindset would be so different if that goal didn't go in the previous game. And this game, 30 minutes plus added time.
You were 3-0 up.
Yeah.
You must have had a few of these.
For and against me.
How can I say paying champs?
Regularly. And as soon as, you know, you get those comfortable games, and as soon as the first one goes in, and then the second, it's just pure panic.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I scored the third.
He's in.
He's in. Stingray, Harry Kane, does he have the pace?
Oh, you see what I mean? It's difficult with Kane. I said, once you get him into the area where he can shoot, he's great.
Just not
in that scenario there.
In that situation, there's no difference between Van der Sar and Harry Kane. What's the difference? They're both going to get caught.
Did you shoot early?
Oh, Neymar.
I don't even think he could. Rudiger was on his back.
Here he is, Harry Kane, dropping in deep, just as we've seen him. Plenty of time for club and country to try and link up the play. Theo Hernandez with a first-time driven pass, but that's intercepted, and FACUCOWEN has the fourth goal in sight. Shot early with Vinny Jr. and it's a simple save.
I don't mind
player lock in use there as well.
Player lock is so important. Even in the first game, there were so many, well, first round, sorry, so many player lock goals from everybody. I don't mind that shot though.
I always worry if I go into a game and somebody is player locking and knows how to do it, I'm like, GG.
Yeah, so you've got to have that little lean forward.
Yeah,
and before you know it, you're ready in the menu.
I think some people do it just as a mind game, even though they don't know how to. But like,
literally.
It's a good tactic just to spam it a little bit, just at
the start, put a little bit of a fear factor in.
Yeah, and it works every time.
Cansado daquele atacante que só perde gols? Reforce seu time comprando coins de maneira rápida e segura, sem risco de banimento. Cobrimos qualquer oferta do mercado. Chame agora mesmo no link da descrição.
Every single time, until someone actually knows how to do it and then just cooks me.
Team Footwear's here, and Mark 11, 10 minutes left to go on the clock. Driven passing to Vinny Jr. Couple of step overs, takes the Trivela at the near post.
I'm surprised he Trivela'd that. I thought he would have gone for the far post.
Maybe thought goalkeeper movement.
Yeah.
Short corner.
Big chance that was.
Brian Hansen into Hierro, not the players you want.
Nah.
McManaman can dribble, he can maybe create something. Jonathan Tah offloads it to Vitinha. Dribbling is superb!
Oh, the big defending. That technical plus is incredible.
Oh!
Wow, that's very good defending though from Sharif there to stop that.
He just danced through him.
He's a very good item for 100,000 coins. If you're on a budget, he's quite easy to link being PSG, Portuguese.
It's gone up a bit as well. Wish I invested. This is when I missed the boat.
I looked earlier today, Harry Kane up 15k as well. Maybe he's back down after Stingray.
In the chat, what does guessing the country do? So there's a current objective where we've given clues for a mystery nation, and I believe if you score 3 or so finesse goals with a player from that nation, you get, I think, 1,000 coin boost for 5 games, is what that is, my friend.
Mark 11, 5 minutes on the clock. He knows he can twinkle himself through this Sharif defence. Just got to be precise, it's got to be accurate when you've got Erling Haaland at centre-back charging you down like a behemoth.
See, the way Mark plays is beautiful to watch. It's unbelievable.
Is it effective?
In those situations, no. It's too cute, it's too nice. Sometimes you see Jafonso in his game against him where he was struggling. Finesse shot, boom, green, top corner, done.
Saying right now you just need to play ugly, especially with the timing.
You need to be a bit shameless. Trivela outside the box, he's had it a couple of times with Vitinha. I know the keeper's been moved, but with precision, if you green it, it's going in.
And here is Sharif.
Look at the space as well. He could have played it, but sensible game management.
I just don't know if it felt like there were a guaranteed goal from CR7 at the back post. You're just offering a chance.
That's silly. Oh, he's so lucky.
Mark 11 to get back into the game.
I think even though now a point it's just not going to be enough, I don't think.
But
it's a terrible result for both if he does get
lost it.
Anything out of this.
Sharif's game management, I've got to say,
it's been poor.
Yeah. He's gone back to
Even that was a risky pass.
He should be fine, though. I don't think there's enough time, unless you genuinely just pass him the ball. But you just need to just be composed. There we go. Get back to the keeper. Get 3 points secured for Sharif.
Going to go long. Sharif finds himself off the bottom of the table. Finds himself in a position with a chance at potentially sneaking his way through this group. Results are not going his way, though.
Yeah.
With FACUCOWEN.
Oh, there's been another goal here as well.
Leading against Stingray. Here's Elise. Offloading to Neymar. Finesse shots. That's potentially just too little too late.
Yeah, saw the shake of the head there on the player cam from Nixneb. He knows that he's given himself a mountain to climb, going 3-0 down. Remember that chance we saw with Theo Hernandez?
Yeah.
Hold the phone, because Stingray, with 15 minutes left to play,
It's that man again.
has looped it up to Harry Kane.
Wow, and Sharif is going to be, I mean, very happy with that. And
Wow.
also that's massive for Nixneb too, because a draw, it just tightens things up. This is going to be an absolute, I mean, if the results remain the same, this is going to be a crazy.
It creates a
Oh, it was a terrible pass.
It creates a little bit of distance at the top. Jafonso
Not enough time. Nah, even if he kicks it forward,
will
got
go
goal.
clear
Nah, it's not enough power. Whistle's gonna blow.
at the top of the table. Nixneb just left himself with too much to do in too little time.
And do you know one thing I will say that I think
That's the table.
is on a relatable level, is whenever I play this game or people of my ability play this game, the pain on everybody, whether you're unbelievable or at my level, it's the same.
Yeah.
I can see them going through the bit. That's how I feel every time I lose a game. It's horrible.
8 points gap.
Jafonso
between-
8 points clear with 9
Yeah.
left to play.
And the thing is, the goal difference for me
It's too
counts
big.
as a point.
Yeah.
So he's basically through. Unless we see the biggest capitulation we've ever seen, he is through to the knockouts at least. It's just the top spot.
I mean, 3rd, 4th and 5th is mad. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that Stingray is safe by any means on 13 points, but 3rd, 4th and 5th, all battling, of course, now 3 places to go through. That is going to be one crazy battle. We've got 4 games to go.
Yeah.
FACUCOWEN building around the box. Courtois with it.
Do you know the maddest thing here is, even with the table, Mark still isn't even out of it. If he needs a miracle, but
Elise on the
because of
Travella.
the 3 places, it's still potentially
Yeah,
doable.
I agree. I find those Travellas on precision very hard to aim it properly. On assisted, it's completely fine, but when you draw it inside,
I'd rather power shot near post there
than a
than
Travella.
Travella.
To Astro, what is the difference in terms of the control with a precision shot as
It's just the
opposed
left
to...
analog stick. You need to make sure you're aiming it genuinely as precise as you can. What a ball that
Stingray,
is.
R9.
Oh, he's gone around the keeper.
Dancers
Beautiful.
round him.
That's insane.
And look at that reaction.
Look at the passion.
The pass
3-0 down to 4-3 up. And
from
another
Harry
ball
Kane
roll.
is superb. Just
Incisive pass. Oh, a shot cancelled right past the keeper.
and look at that reaction as well.
That's hard.
3-0 up for FACUCOWEN. You speak about moments in tournaments that sort of set the precedent for the remaining games. This is one that's going to be a bit of pill to swallow if he goes on to lose it.
What's changed? You see the table.
You know what? As you said about Mark, it's still, it's still
Think for Mark, this is an unbelievable result now, because of 3rd, it's 4 points. It's 2 wins, and he has still got to play FACUCOWEN. He's still got to play Nixneb. I mean,
yeah, for Nixneb as well, he'll be happy with this result. Honestly, you'd rather Stingray just pull away and leave that last spot for you to decide on, because.
And that's what makes it so great, is that last spot is going to be a crazy fight.
We saw the Nixneb downbeat, but he's still the players that he's lost to today are. What are they? Who did he just lose to?
He lost to Sting.
He's lost to Stingray and Jafonso, right?
And he's just lost to Jafonso.
Yeah, both players are above him, so he's playing the players on paper. You know,
that he should be beaten.
Exactly. So you never know.
I can't keep up, Ryan. It's a madness.
Yeah.
It's too much carnage. Also, a lot of people in the Twitch chat I've seen some correct nation guesses. I have seen some wrong ones, but I've seen some correct nation guesses. You've done well. There'll be more hints coming for you guys in the chat if you haven't worked it out. But yeah, a few people that were asking, I believe it's in the FC Pro Live Objectives tab. There's all the information on things you can claim for watching and using the Mystery Nation in-game.
Interesting ball out there. Just about fortunate to keep possession, Stingray. You'd expect an onslaught of attacks from FACUCOWEN in these last moments.
Player look into Neymar.
Oh, Ferdinand read that. What are you doing at this point here, Ryan? Is it pure game management?
Exactly what Sting does. Obviously, players say keep the ball in your own half, pass around the back. I actually don't recommend that.
Get it as far away as possible.
As far away as from your goal as you possibly can. In these sort of situations, to the corner flag, he's done extremely well to even get a couple seconds off of the clock there, but you don't want it in your own half.
That's where I'd like to have a player with Bruiser Plus. I think
Just
Theo's a good one
corner,
to have.
yeah.
No, Theo's certainly a good person, I think, to have on the ball there.
2 additional minutes. FACUCOWEN has got 1 attack, and he has to score it to salvage a point from this game. A game in which he was leading 3 goals to 0. Stingray,
that was nice from Xavi.
with an heroic comeback to get himself back into the game. Neymar with the ball bouncing to his feet. FACUCOWEN's still going to have a chance here. Can't go backwards. Has to be forwards.
It's now or never.
Elise, Neymar, Haaland gets a foot in.
Massive strength.
And Stingray will pick
Passion. I
up
love
3
it.
points.
That's the heart.
And he knows how important that is in order to solidify one of those.
Cansado daquele atacante que só perde gols? Reforce seu time comprando coins de maneira rápida e segura, sem risco de banimento. Cobrimos qualquer oferta do mercado. Chame agora mesmo no link da descrição.